What's up, friends? It's me, Mr. Kelly, here again. It is April 27th, so it is Monday. I'll be posting this video later today. Hopefully, you are checking it out. I hope you're doing well. Happy Ramadan to all of my friends who are celebrating that this time of year. Thank you to everybody who reached out to me about the Ed puzzle from last week. I think that this is going to be how we do this moving forward. Again, if you have any issues, please let me know. Also, you guys, to anybody who answered the student survey, I really appreciate that. I got some wonderful messages, and I know that all of you who sent a message to a teacher were appreciated and were shouted out. So thank you very much. For these notes, so last Wednesday, we talked about mean, median, mode, and range. All right. I have a key to those notes linked right here. If you want to check that out. We're going to be talking about outliers today. So you can go ahead and put your name up here as I am doing. If you want to, you can check out this video that I think is pretty funny. It's from Key and Peele, and it's if we treated teachers like pro athletes. It's funny. Hopefully, I might have shown it to some of you because I think it's funny, but whatever. I'll stop saying that. So to review, mean is our average. So if we have a data set like 3, 8, 11, 13, 15, you're going to add up your 5 numbers and then divide by 5. You're adding up your data and then dividing by the amount of values that you were adding up. All right, the median, that's just your middle number. So you take away your greatest and your lowest and your greatest and your lowest. The next ones, you're left in the middle, 11. The mode, so in this case, there isn't a value that happens the most often. So we would just write no mode. And then the range is the greatest value minus the least value. So that's the range of the data set. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about what is an outlier. So an outlier is a value significantly greater than, hopefully you have your notes open, or less than the other values in the data set. Significantly, so this word here, significantly depends on the other values in the data set. So it isn't just the greatest value. Okay, up here in this data set, there is not an outlier because 3 isn't significantly less than the rest of the data. And 15 isn't significantly greater than the rest of the data. All right, we're going to look at a couple data sets to get a better idea of what an outlier might be. Again, this might be a review. I promise we will be doing non-review things soon. Probably on Wednesday, we'll talk about the effect of an outlier. But first, I made up these random examples. So the number of unread emails in 10 teachers' inbox. So here, there's one teacher that had 0 unread emails. There's one with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11. So I asked, is there an outlier? Well, in this case, 0 is the lowest value, but that's not that much less than 1. And 11 is the highest value, but that's not that much greater than 9. So in this case, it would be no. Now, if the number of unread emails were different, so for this second example, I have 10 different teachers' inboxes. We have one teacher with 0 unread, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 7, 10. And then this teacher who is not checking their emails at all and has no idea what's going on and has 58 unread emails, that would be an outlier. So we would say, yes, there is an outlier, and the outlier is 58. All right. A lot of you have reached out to me talking about the amount of notifications you guys are getting, and it is just as stressful for us teachers. So if you can stay on top of it, do your best. But if not, just take a break from your devices. All right. This person with 58 unread emails probably didn't stay on top of things and now feels overwhelmed. All right. So I'm going to do one example with you guys and then maybe ask a few questions at the end of this video. And then I want you guys to try one example on your own, and that'll be your assignments for Monday. So the Akron Zoo, I just made this up, so none of this is true probably. The Akron Zoo has 6 polar bears and recently recorded each bear's height in centimeters. The measurements were made with the bears standing on all fours and were as follows: 102 centimeters, 118 centimeters, 99, 31, 140, 128. So find the mean, median, mode, and range, and document any outliers that you notice. So this is just like what we were doing in the assignment I posted on the 22nd of April, last Wednesday for me. We're going to start by reordering. We're going to go from least to greatest. So the lowest is going to be this 31. Then is going to come this 99. My picture has screwed things up, so I'm going to get rid of a lot of this. You can do that, or you can just leave it screwed up. The next greatest after 99 is 102. 102. Then we have 118. Yeah, 118 comes next. Then 128. And then 140. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 polar bears. So let's find the mean, median, mode, and range. I'm going to start with the mean. Again, that is adding up your data. So I'm going to add 31 plus 99 plus 102 plus 118 plus 128 plus 140. You could do this on your phone, on a computer calculator. I ended up with 618. We're going to divide that by 6 to find our mean of 103. All right. Then the median. So the median, we start with our greatest value, then our least value, then our next greatest, then our next least. We end up with 2 values in the middle. So if you remember from that last lesson, to find the median, you're going to have to add these 2 up and divide by 2. So 118 plus 102 is 220, and then divide that by 2. That is 110. So the median is 110. The mode, are there any heights that repeat? There are not. So there is no mode. And then the range is our greatest value minus our least value. So that's 140 minus 31. All right, which is going to be 140 minus 31 is 109. All right, so the last question here, what is the outlier? That outlier is going to be this very short polar bear that is only 31 centimeters tall. Why might there be a very short polar bear at the zoo? Well, I gave you a hint with this picture. It's a baby polar bear. Isn't that cute? That's awesome. All right. So if you would like some more information or a video on what we're going to talk about next, I linked one right here. Don't have to watch that. And then I gave you one example to do on your own. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy Ramadan again to those of you celebrating. And I will see you again soon. I hope you are well. Take care.